Have you ever wondered why, even after achieving everything you thought would make you happy, there's still a strange emptiness inside you? You get the promotion, you buy the house, you finally reach that goal you worked so hard for, and for a moment it feels good. But then the silence returns. The same questions echo inside your heart. Is this all there is? Is this really the purpose of my life? That quiet voice that keeps whispering inside you is not your weakness, and it's not a flaw. It is your higher self calling you, reminding you that there is more to life than the roles you play, the things you own, and the identities the world gave you. Your higher self is not far away, not some mysterious stranger hidden in the sky. It is the purest part of you, the most loving part, the part that knows who you really are beneath all the noise. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in front of a mirror, but instead of showing you your reflection, this mirror shows you your soul. It does not display your age, your job, your body, or your status. It shows your essence, your timeless self, the part of you that has been here long before you were given a name, long before you were told who to be. That reflection is your higher self, the part of you that is always guiding you, always whispering to you, always trying to bring you back home. When you begin to align with this higher self, your life starts to change in ways that may confuse others but feel deeply natural to you. One of the first shifts is that you no longer feel as attached to your identities. Think of it like wearing costumes on a stage. The world cheers when you wear the costume of success, when you play the role of the perfect student, the hard-working employee, the responsible parent, the loyal friend. You may even start to believe that you are those costumes. But deep down, you know you are more. There comes a time when a mask becomes too heavy, when the costume begins to suffocate you, when you realize that people may love the role, but not the real you. And in that moment, you feel the courage to remove the mask and step off the stage. At first, it may feel terrifying. Some people may turn away. Some may call you strange. Others may even accuse you of being selfish or irresponsible. But what they cannot see is that you are not losing yourself. You are finding yourself. You're discovering that you're not defined by your job, by your relationships, by your achievements, or by the label society has given you. You are something far deeper, something infinite, something extraordinary. This realization often feels like waking up from a dream. Imagine you are in a race, running with thousands of others, all chasing the same finish line. Everyone is running faster and faster, desperate to win, but no one stops to ask where the race is leading or why they are running at all. Then one day you stop. You step off the track, and while the crowd keeps running, you stand still and breathe. For the first time, you realize that the race was an illusion, a game designed to keep you distracted, exhausted, and blind to your true nature. The moment you step away, you see how crazy it all was. And though it feels uncertain at first, deep inside you know that you're finally walking towards something real. Another change you may notice is your need for solitude. The world often tells us that being social, busy, and surrounded by people is the sign of a healthy and happy life. If you choose silence, people may call you lonely or antisocial. But when your higher self begins to awaken, solitude feels like medicine. It no longer feels like emptiness, it feels like fullness. It is in the quiet moments that you hear the whispers of your soul, whispers that get drowned out when you're surrounded by noise, gossip, and constant distraction. Sitting in silence may seem boring to others, but to you it feels like stepping into a sacred temple within yourself. You realize that you don't need someone else to complete you. You don't need the world's noise to make you feel alive. You feel alive in your own presence. That is a sign of deep growth, because when you no longer fear your own company, you are finally free. You can love others without needing to possess them. You can connect without clinging. You can give without expecting. Forgiveness also becomes natural when you embody your higher self. For much of our lives, we hold on to anger and resentment as if they are treasures. We replay old wounds. We carry the weight of betrayal. We allow the actions of others to poison our hearts. But what does anger really do? It is like holding a burning coal in your hand, waiting to throw it at the person who hurt you. Yet the longer you hold it, the more it burns you, not them. Forgiveness is not saying what happened was right. Forgiveness is not pretending the pain was small. Forgiveness is simply putting the coal down and freeing yourself from the fire. When your higher self begins to shine, you no longer feel the need to punish or to carry bitterness. You start to see that every experience, even the painful ones, were not punishments but lessons. You look at your scars not as proof of your suffering, but as proof of your strength. You realize that people who hurt you are often acting from their own wounds, their own blindness, their own ignorance. And while you do not excuse them, you release them, because your soul deserves peace. Forgiveness is not a gift for them. It is a gift for you. Then comes the deep hunger for truth. You stop being satisfied with shallow answers and surface-level living. You begin to ask the questions that most people avoid. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the meaning of my life? For many, these questions only appear after pain. Maybe it is heartbreak that shatters the illusions. Maybe it is loss that rips away the safety net. Maybe it is failure that breaks the image you built of yourself. In those moments, suffering cracks you open, and through those cracks, light enters. You begin to see that pain was not here to destroy you, but to wake you up. The higher self uses suffering as a tool to bring you back to truth. And when you start seeking, life begins to guide you. Books, teachers, conversations, signs, all begin to appear as if the universe is conspiring to help you find your way. And then, almost like magic, your intuition sharpens. Intuition is not just a gut feeling. It is the language of your soul. It is the quiet voice that always knew what was right for you, even when your mind argued against it. Perhaps you have felt it before, that strange certainty that you can't explain, that knowing without evidence, that pull that tells you to go left when everyone else is going right. The more you embody your higher self, the louder this inner voice becomes. Your body becomes a messenger too. A lightness in your chest when something is aligned, a heaviness in your stomach when something is wrong. You begin to trust these signals more than the opinions of others. And the universe responds by sending you synchronicities. Coincidences that are not coincidences at all. The right people appear at the right time. Opportunities open just when you need them. A message, a book, a chance encounter arrives as if perfectly planned. And you realize it is not random. It is your higher self guiding you through the language of life itself. Living in alignment with your higher self does not always make life easy. Some people will not understand. Some will criticize. Some will leave. But new doors will also open. New relationships, deeper ones, will appear. New opportunities aligned with your true path will emerge. And most importantly, a new sense of peace will bloom inside you. Not the fragile peace that depends on everything going your way, but the unshakable peace that comes from within. So if you have noticed yourself caring less about your old identities, craving more time alone, forgiving more easily, questioning the meaning of life, and trusting your intuition more deeply, then understand this. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. You are embodying a new version of yourself, one that is not limited by the world's illusions, but guided by your higher truth. This is not a small shift. It is the beginning of a new life. A life where you're no longer just surviving, but truly living with authenticity, joy, and purpose. Your higher self is always there, patiently waiting, whispering to you in silence, guiding you through pain, reminding you through synchronicities. All it asks is that you listen, that you trust, that you dare to let go of the illusions and step into the truth. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready to release the mask, to embrace solitude, to forgive, to seek truth, to trust your intuition, and to step fully into the real you? Because the moment you say yes, your life will transform in ways more beautiful than you can imagine. And if you feel these words in your heart, if you feel your higher self calling you home, then let this be the moment you choose to walk the path. I wish you love, peace, and clarity on this journey. And if you want more messages like this to guide you and remind you of your true essence, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss what your soul is longing to hear.